Ethical and empathic leadership. Building trust, integrity, and crew cohesion. Ethical leadership is not just about knowing what's right. It's about understanding why it matters. At sea, where diverse crews live and work in close quarters, leadership defines the emotional climate on board. Ethical and empathetic leadership emphasizes integrity, fairness, and human connection. It's not only about authority. It's about trust. When empathy and ethics meet, they create a culture of respect and inclusion. We need to follow rules and lay down procedures with sincerity while keeping an eye on the situation at hand and knowing individual crew abilities in making a balanced decision. Decisions need not be popular or following company rules without onboard situational awareness. In multicultural crews, equality treats everyone the same, but equity gives each person the support they need to succeed. Recognize, all crew are not same. Each comes from different culture. Ethical leaders acknowledge differences, remove barriers, and ensure fairness across all ranks. Ethical leadership is anchored in caring, concern, and connection, the 3 C's. It means listening before judging and creating psychological safety where every voice can be heard. Reflexive leaders reflect on their own biases, backgrounds, and privileges. By understanding themselves, they better understand others, transforming awareness into empathy. When ethics and empathy merge, compliance becomes culture. Such leaders don't just follow the ISM, MLC, and SDSCW codes. They live them through fairness, respect, and care. True leadership is tested when decisions carry consequences, when ethics and empathy are put to sea. In 2015, the container ship El Faro sailed into Hurricane Joaquin. Despite warnings and weather data, the captain stayed on course. 33 lives were lost. Crew members voiced concern, but their warnings went unheard. Authority replaced dialogue, and confidence eclipsed empathy. When leadership loses listening, safety is the first casualty. Ethical leadership demands listening. Empathetic leadership requires understanding. Together, they create trust, the true lifeline at sea. In 1999, the Australian bulk carrier, Warden Point, lost steering during a storm off New South Wales. The master faced a choice: anchor near the coast or ride out the storm to protect his crew. As steering failed and the storm intensified, the master weighed every option. He considered anchoring off at Newcastle, but with gale force winds and dangerous seas, that choice would have risked lives. Instead, he kept Warden Point in deep water, while his crew worked to restore steering. When power returned, they steered for Port Kembla and safety. His calm courage, ethical judgment, and empathy for his men turned a near disaster into a story of resilience. The Australian Transport Safety Bureau later commended the master and crew for exemplary seamanship and ethical leadership, proving that integrity and empathy are the anchors of trust. After every voyage or incident, ethical leaders ask, "What did I learn? What did my crew feel? How can we do better next time?" Reflection turns experience into institutional safety. Ethics ensures fairness. Empathy ensures understanding. Together, they build trust, the heartbeat of leadership at sea. Good and bad decisions at sea always leave lessons behind. Real incidents like El Faro and Warden Point show that leadership is tested when the storm comes, and remembered by how people were led through it. Every drill, every debrief, and every voyage offers that same opportunity to practice courage, empathy, and ethical judgment before the next real test. Because leadership isn't learned in calm waters. It's refined through reflection.